So, what exactly is a superfood? Despite the name, they don't have capes and they aren't magic. Simply put, superfoods are just regular foods that are incredibly dense. Not dense like a heavy fruitcake, but dense with the good stuff: vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants.
That wasn't actually me. Well, it was my voice, but it was 100% AI. In a moment, I'm going to show you the full finished version. But first, I want to share the secret sauce, the two tools that helped me make it sound so natural. Hi, I'm Ife Grady. Welcome back to Ageless AI Collective. And if you've been following me, you know that I've been doing an experiment with NotebookLM and ElevenLabs to see if a solo creator can actually produce a high quality podcast without a recording booth. We finally pieced it all together, and I'm going to show you the final result. It's honestly a little surreal to hear a clone voice narrating something that I didn't even write, but it is a perfect example of how you can level the playing field for those of us in our second act. Let's take a quick look at the workflow, and then I'll dive right into the reveal. Just a little reminder of how we got here. I use NotebookLM to analyze my material and create a conversational script. Then I took that material to ElevenLabs to give it my voice. I did not have to spend hours in front of a microphone. AI did the heavy lifting. Now, I want you to listen to the full podcast and tell me what you think. Did the cloned me sound like the real me after a few
Have you
seconds?
ever walked into the kitchen, stood in front of the fridge, and completely forgotten what you were looking for? Or maybe you've noticed that getting out of bed in the morning involves a few more oohs and ahs than it used to. We've all been there. I know I have. It's just part of the journey, right? But while we can't stop the clock, we actually have a lot of say in how we feel as the years add up. Welcome to the show. I'm so glad you're here. Today, we're going to talk about something you've probably heard a lot about in the news or seen on flashy magazine covers: superfoods. Now, before you roll your eyes and think I'm going to tell you to live on nothing but wheatgrass shots and expensive powders, take a breath. We're keeping it real today. Put the kettle on, grab a cup of tea, and let's talk about how some very normal, delicious foods can help us stay strong, sharp, and vibrant. So, what exactly is a superfood? Despite the name, they don't have capes and they aren't magic. Simply put, superfoods are just regular foods that are incredibly dense. Not dense like a heavy fruitcake, but dense with the good stuff: vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Think of them as high octane fuel for your body. As we get older, our nutritional needs change. Our bodies aren't quite as efficient at absorbing nutrients as they used to be, and we might deal with a bit more wear and tear in our joints or hearts. Superfoods are like a specialized toolkit that helps us navigate these changes by fighting off cellular damage and supporting our bones, brains, and immune systems. Let's look at 5 heavy hitters that are probably already sitting in your local grocery store. First up, the muscle builder, Greek yogurt. I love Greek yogurt because it's a double threat. First, it's packed with protein, actually about twice as much as regular yogurt. As we age, we tend to lose muscle mass, which can make us feel weaker. That extra protein is the building block your body needs to maintain that strength. Second, it's great for your second brain, your gut. If it has live and active cultures, it's full of probiotics. These are the friendly bacteria that keep your digestion smooth and your immune system on guard. Plus, it's a great source of calcium for your bones. Next, the bone protector, kale. I know. Kale gets a lot of hype, but there's a reason for it. This leafy green is a powerhouse for bone health because it's loaded with vitamin K and calcium. Vitamin K is like a traffic cop. It helps make sure the calcium actually gets into your bones where it's needed. It's also great for your eyes and your immune system thanks to vitamins A and C. If you think kale is too tough or bitter, don't worry. I've got a trick for that in a minute. Hint: it involves massage. Third, the heart and brain hero, salmon. If there's one thing you want in your diet for healthy aging, it's omega-3 fatty acids. And salmon is the king of omega-3s. These healthy fats are like internal oil for your system. They reduce inflammation, which is often the culprit behind those achy joints, and they are vital for keeping your heart ticking properly. But here's the best part. Omega-3s are brain food. They've been linked to better memory and a lower risk of cognitive decline. So, eating salmon isn't just good for your heart, it's good for your head, too. Fourth, the joint soother, turmeric. You've probably seen this bright golden yellow spice in Indian dishes or trendy golden lattes. The secret ingredient in turmeric is called curcumin. It's a powerful natural anti-inflammatory. If you struggle with stiff joints or arthritis, adding a bit of turmeric to your life might help take the edge off that discomfort. It's also being studied for how it protects our brains as we age. Just a heads up, it stains everything, so watch your white countertops. Finally, the brain berries, blueberries. These little blue dynamos are one of the best sources of antioxidants you can find. They contain compounds called anthocyanins. That's what gives them their color, which help protect your brain cells from oxidative stress. Think of it like preventing rust on a car. Some studies even suggest they can improve communication between your brain cells and sharpen your memory recall. Not bad for a little berry. You see, it's not about a total kitchen overhaul or eating things you hate. It's about being intentional. It's about making small choices today that your future self will thank you for in 10 or 20 years. Aging is a privilege, and taking responsibility for what we put on our plates is one of the best ways we can honor our bodies and stay independent and active. You don't have to be perfect. Just try adding one of these things this week. Maybe it's a bag of blueberries or a piece of salmon. It's never too late to start nourishing yourself. You've got a lot of life left to live, and you deserve to feel your best while you're doing it. Thanks for joining me today. Take care of yourselves, eat well, and I'll talk to you next time.
I hope you enjoyed that look into what's possible with the little AI assistants. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Was the pacing correct? Could you tell it was AI? I'd love to hear what you think about it. Next, I am going to be looking at doing some AI dubbing and produce a piece in Spanish. Thank you very much for joining me. See you in the next one.